It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Checking in before the game with the Hoosiers head coach, he said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Hoosiers will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
That's reeled in. It's Vaughn. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. And the Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Here's Mensah to throw. Got it. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside. It's Fletcher. Here's a little room there. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Throwing, Mensah. He wants it all. Touchdown, Hurricane. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Fast start for the offense. Points on the board already.
And the coaches talked to us this week of how important it was to getting out to a fast start, and that was the key to winning the game. The offense definitely took that message to heart.
And right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone, it's Preston. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
To the air. It's Hoover. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in the game.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. He'll bring it out. It's Preston. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Unleashes one. Finds space on the right. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
To the air on second down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the crowd, there's some room. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. We might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the fourth sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it. It's Fletcher. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
You know, not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to get it in. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's Fletcher. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
He'll bring it out. It's Beebe. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Rush is on him. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
It's so hard to play QB. You got all these bullets flying at you, people coming at you, and you got to know where they're running a route. Oh, and I got to get my feet perfectly set and try to make throws. So I think you can't be great at quarterback unless you get the first part secure first, and that's your feet. Get those feet nice and quiet before you throw the football.
Throws to the back. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this.
Sent it downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. The Hurricanes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Preston. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Complete to the left. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Hoosiers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
He'll bring it out. It's Preston. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The run inside. It's Richard. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He's got the tight end.
They're able to find.
They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Spits it out to the back. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. This offense has it with really good field position. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Coming out with it, it's Preston. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Now on first down from the 30.
Wide 53! Wide 53!
Trying to seal the edge on the right. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop.
Makes the grab in their space. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Might have a chance. Got enough for the first. Touchdown, Indiana! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Work his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the 30. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. And the Canes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Run in the red zone. It's Fletcher. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Preston. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Now on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. We reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They give it to him again. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Quick completion on the out route. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Sets up the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking left. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Throws for the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Hoosiers are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's shot. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Richard. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2.
Flag, 18! Slug! Let's get white idiot!
Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. These 2-point conversions are tricky enough. You don't want to add to the degree of difficulty by backing up 5. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2.
Wilson! Punch! Play!
Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's Brown to begin the drive. There he goes. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
The throw to the outside is complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Canes with the 1st and 10. Mensah makes the grab. It's Brown. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where he can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
Unloads to the wideout. Picked off to stop the threat. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air, it's Hoover. Looking long. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Pulls it in. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And the Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Beebe. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Running through contact. Breaks free and he might be gone. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
With the catch, it's Becker. Turns it on in midfield. Lots of room to run. The 10. Touchdown, Hoosiers. Once he got some room, it was over. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front.
The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the two-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
Right down the middle. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Bringing the heat. He's got it down the field. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Lofton. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. In the red area, it's Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's Mensah to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure.
Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Texas Tech head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Raiders ready to kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone. It's Preston. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Gonna run it. It's Richard. They come out strong, stopping for no gain on the opening play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Gonna try to pop one on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming out.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, getting it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
Hands it off on the counter. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
The counter play is a great play to mix in because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack, attack, attack. All of a sudden, two guys pull across the formation. Now you got to change your direction really quickly, and it keeps you off balance and really keeps you on your heels.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Richard. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Making side adjustments here. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside. It's Richard. Got enough. That's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's a frustrating end to a promising drive. When you get the first drive, you start to go down the field, get in the enemy territory, thinking you might get points, and you do what you can't do. You make that mistake, put the ball on the deck, defense recovers, and gets the momentum in this football game.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Red Raiders will hustle to the line. Quick release on the RPO. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Well, that's a nice job on 3rd down there. They come into this game as the underdog, obviously, but you got to love the way they've started this one, David. Defense gets a takeaway on the opening possession. Now your 1st 3rd down offensively, you're able to move the sticks. Really seems like this team is focused and dialed in.
And something good happening early in this football game gives you the momentum. As the underdog, you want to see those good plays early, right? To believe that everybody on the sideline now knows they got some juice, things going the right way. Let's see if they can keep this momentum going on offense. And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Complete to the right. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. To throw, it's Hammond.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. First play of the period, 1st down here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's sticking. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Red Raiders didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. This time, stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Moving out to the right. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. They're setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
To the air, it's Hoover. Dumps it to the back. Complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
On third down, he drops the throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Hey, at this point of the game, fourth and short, no problem going for it. Fourth and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Oh, they're after him. Short gain on the play before he slides.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush four guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Run inside. It's Dickey. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Wants to throw on third down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Poor starting field position here for this offense. On the run, it's Richard. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Unloads it left. Found the spot in the defense. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass on second down. Fires left. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Got the big paws on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Got 4 receivers spread across the field, 3 on the right on second and 4. To the air, it's Hammond. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And I don't mind this coaching staff and their decision to stay aggressive here with the lead at the end of the first half. You've got a quarterback that, in my opinion, has earned the right to throw the ball in these situations, but you've got to be better with your decision-making right there. That's a costly turnover, which now gives your opponent the chance to score some more points here at the end of the half.
Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Becker. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. Got his man. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to fire on second down. Here's a heat. Punts it out of the air. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the third. The Hoosiers will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And love offenses that are willing to find matchups and take advantage of them. Like, use your running back in the middle of the field. You want to use a linebacker, so be it. He can beat it. This guy has really good speed, really good ball skills, and I like the way they're using him out of the backfield.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Red Raiders want to move quickly. Going to the run, it's Sticky. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! And that one will give them the lead.
And we're not surprised, right? Finding the big fella down in the red area. Like the power forwards, those guys that basically set up shop, rebound, go get it. You know if somebody's on them, they can still make the catch. A lot of times they say quarterback's best friend, tight end, especially in the red zone.
And they knocked through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Preston. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Running inside. It's Richard. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Might be changing the route. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. It's complete to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Preston. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Hoosiers are rolling down the field. Might as well give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Offense staying on the field there in hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. Under fire, and they got it. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking for a man, it's Hammond. floating away. He'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The sure hands, it's Simmons. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Running the red zone, it's Dickey. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type play.
He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Coming out with it, it's Preston. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation.
Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Thanks, guys. Coach Golding told me before the game, anytime the Big Ten takes on the SEC, it is more than just about this game. It is about bragging rights and who is the most dominant conference. We'll find out today, guys. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Rebels headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The give on the counter. Got room at the 35. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Here's Julian saying to throw. Taken in by Smith on the right side. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Got a man, it's Smith. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, when they were scripting this opening drive this week in practice, I don't know if they expected it to be this good. First play, first down. Second play, first down. Third play, first down. Everything is working. I'll tell you, when you got a quarterback, though, with this kind of ability, you got the playmakers around him like they do on offense, maybe it's not so surprising.
Trying to run, it's Jackson. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Just feeds the running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Now here's Sayin. Makes the grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And he's in. Touchdown, Buckeye.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Oh, and the ball's out on the return. Recovered by the kicking team.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got it. Perfectly thrown ball, nice catch, good tackle, but it's first and goal from the 5.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
Quick strike complete. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Tight end now in motion. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
If this offense can't capitalize on this field position, they are going to be kicking themselves all the way to the sideline. It's 3rd and goal. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On the ground, it's Lacey. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Rides to the back. Finding some room. Spins away from the defense. The 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Runs through a tackle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Hey, sometimes your quarterback's getting flustered and running all over the place, and that's the reason your offense isn't successful. Not that time. Had plenty of time to throw. Now let's see if we can get some execution out of him moving forward.
Makes it past the marker. Busts through behind his pad. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
The Buckeyes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Gonna run it. It's Rodgers. Could be an alley. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had 0 answers.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wideout. They'll go right back to him. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line.
Ready? Blue 85. Blue 85.
Looking for room. It's Lacey. Picks up the 1st down. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
They're going to ride this running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They want to run it left here. There's a crease. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Yeah, man. This offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
They think they can create space here with a run to the right.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. A strike downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And the Rebels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The give, running right, it's Frazier. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Into the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
The give. He gets the two-point conversion, and we've got a ball game. They're down by 7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. On the run, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throw it, say it. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. He lobs one high down the left side. And that ball is caught. One hand grab. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And it's no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Rebels offense is back on the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. Maybe a crease. Pass to 50. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Here's Sayin to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
The run inside. It's Jackson. At the 35, he's loose. Breaks into the open. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Buckeye. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
From inside the 10, here he comes. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Looking for a crease to the left. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Maybe some room here. Past the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Rebels. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the third. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. The give on the counter. Got enough for the first. At midfield, he's got room. Flying down the left side. Past the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Fielded in the end zone, it's Alexander. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll try it over the left side. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to...
Got a little grass. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Lacey. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Hauls it in. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking for space, it's Lacey. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Do they have another third down conversion in the bag? Already 2 for 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 2. Ball down at the 33 gets the job done. It'll be 1st down. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
And they get another 1st down, and this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get 1st downs, and a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Intercepted to stop the threat. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body, and that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. The give to the back. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
On the run, it's Jackson. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Here's a little room there. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
How about that? 4th down, I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the 1st down, and now, Palmer, just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
The give to the single back. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Trying to impose their will with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Say it. Flips it out on the screen. He came flying up from his free safety position and stopped him well short. In fact, he'll be about 3 yards behind the marker, and it's 4th down.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there, play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere four-down territory. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt is on its way. Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Keeps looking downfield. He's got an open man. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Got the first himself. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. He's looking to pass. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Ball with 7 seconds left on the clock. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants to change this route. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down.
I can't believe it. He had a chance to just end the game right there. If the defender makes the catch in the end zone, up a possession, this is ball game. But because he put it on the ground, this offense still has life.
So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Ball is incomplete, falls to the turf, and that's going to do it, and it went right down to the final play. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. 2 top 10 teams on the road. He knows that his quarterback and offense have to be efficient. This is a Big Ten matchup that everybody's been looking forward to this season, and he said, I'm going to have to call the game of the year for us to succeed on the road. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Hoosiers will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Davison. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Takes the handoff. It's Hill. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. There's some room. Touchdown, Ducks! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Preston. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Makes the quick grab. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Got his man. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Back to pass. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Pocket breaking down. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Quarterback making adjustments. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He tries to take the top off. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Send the tight end in motion. Dante Moore. Snagged in the middle. It's Hooks. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
And some room. Might have a chance. Got enough for the 1st. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wide receiver going in motion. The run inside. It's Richard. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's caught. doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad...
Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry. Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Keep it on the ground. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Pulls it in. It's shot. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They'll ride the hot hand.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Using his legs, it's Martin. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Third and 6 yards to go. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Trying to set up the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, going to the air. He's got it, first down and more. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Across the 25, he's got room. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal.
Opposite.
From the red zone, it's Richard. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. Eighth play of the drive coming up. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Moore to throw. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
They're dealing with a second and long. Moore will throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option two, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. The Hoosiers take their first time out. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Dante Moore wants to throw again. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's fourth and short, fourth and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But fourth and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt, just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking for space, it's Richard. Finding some room. Makes it past the marker. Touchdown, Indiana! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And they did tack on the extra point. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board.